My tree houses in the past have been like wooden blocks where I create a home that looks like a tree. So today I'm going to do something a little different, and I am going to make a tree house in trees that I've planted and grown with bone meal. So you can see I've used the jungle trees. I did a couple of the trees, the big kind where you do four tree saplings next to each other, and then you touch it with the bone meal and it makes like the big tall trees like you see in the middle. And then I did a few smaller saplings that were individual by themselves, that are not quite as big. So I created myself a little jungle tree forest. I chose the jungle trees because they're the largest. So let's go ahead and begin. This might be more than a one part tutorial just because I don't know how long it's going to take to do everything that I want to do. I'm hoping to make some bridges and yeah, just to do like some fun stuff here. So I'm going to choose a tree. I think I'm going to start with this really big one in the middle and start building the main part of my tree house. I'm going to start with just a platform here, nothing too big or extravagant. I want to kind of keep it small and simple, but I also want to do like multiple levels and multiple trees. So we'll see how that works out. But if you're doing it too big, then you can't do like a bridge to another tree because it would all just be like touching. So, all right, so there's one little platform there. All right, so we've got a platform that should be big enough for a room. Let's do the tree over here. Let's do a platform over here as well. Alright, so we've got a platform here. I'm going to have this one kind of extend out towards my mushroom house a little bit, which, by the way, if you're interested, I made a very easy mushroom house yesterday. There's a tutorial on that. I added some smaller mushrooms that aren't in the tutorial, but there's my mushroom house. Go build that if you're interested in a mushroom house. So I've got two kind of different platforms on two different trees. Let's do a third platform on my large tree over here. That, let's do it a little further down though. I want it to be like different levels. Alright, so I know I'm gonna want like at least a living room space, a bedroom space, and a kitchen space. So let's make sure that we've got at least that many platforms, which I think I've got three platforms, three main living spaces, so that should work out just fine. Okay, so there's my three different platforms, different levels, different trees. So now let's decide how are we going to get up to one of these platforms, and then how are we going to create some sort of a bridge or a walking area or something so that we can get from platform to platform without going down to the jungle floor. So I think I'm going to make this platform right here my main platform, and I think I'm going to make it the platform that people can climb up to get to my jungle tree house. So let's grab a quick ladder here and get our ladder on our tree. So alright, so we're gonna get our ladder going here so we can add it, get rid of our vines, so we can attach it to our first platform. So we come up here. Alright, that's gonna work out perfect. Alrighty. Now we have to make some decisions. Do I want to make my tree house completely wood, like a tree? Do I want it to be more open and have more light? And if so, do I want to do a regular glass block? Do I want to do like a green grass glass block so that it'll look like it's part of the tree? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to do some green and just see how that looks and see if that's what I want to do. Let's go 5 high because I want the platforms themselves are not very big. So when you take your buildings, whether you're doing them not big or big, having them go up higher than just like 2 or 3 blocks, even though your Minecraft um, avatar only needs a 2 block high uh, structure and they can walk freely through that, it feels very, very cramped. And even if you're not building a very large room, you can make it feel larger by building up. So just something to think about. You may be wondering, okay, why is she doing the green grass, glass, but not doing the corners? Well, I wanted to do some sort of a decorative piece for the corners. I think I'm going to try the mossy stone brick. I'm trying to decide, do I want it to really blend in or is it okay if it sticks out? I think it's okay if it sticks out. I think I'm all right with that. I think that looks nice. It has a little bit of green. It's going to give our tree house a little structure. So I'm okay with that. Now, the whole point of a treehouse, though, is to be up high, but it's also to like feel like you're not just in the tree, but that you can see the tree and the trees all around it, right? The scenery. That's like kind of like the whole point. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little stone mossy brick border just because I like that look. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do a glass block for my roof. It's getting kind of tricky because the tree leaves are kind of in my way, but we're going to make it work. All right, so let's I guess that means I'm going to have to go Okay, how is that going to work? This guy goes up above, but that guy doesn't. So I'll have to go like that. Is that okay on the inside? In the inside, does that look right? It doesn't because that one goes all the way out. So we're going to change that. On this side, oh wait, it doesn't though. How come I can't see it? We're just going to stick with it. Alright, it's getting kind of cramped in here. So we're going to go ahead and take our glass block all the way like that. What I like about that is that it looks, you can see like the trees up above you, not just below you. Maybe I might want to do some sort of, I don't know, that looks weird. I don't know if I'm going to like these upside down stairs on each stone pillar, but I don't know, just make it feel kind of finished. Let's get a mossy stone slab. Where is it? Right there. To make it feel a little more finished, what if I put a mossy stone slab above that right there? Does that help it look? No, that just looks weird. See, you guys, I don't always, even though I've been building in Minecraft for almost as in different types of things, sometimes I come up with an idea and I don't like it, and so I don't do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do 5, I'm going to have to do some excavating of the tree, but that's okay. I think we're going to stick with 5. I'm going to do each corner, then we're going to do around the perimeter, which maybe that's what I need here. Maybe I needed to do around the perimeter. It obstructs the view of the trees a little bit, but it just helps give it some structure. So you decide. Maybe you just want to do all glass. I don't know. I kind of like having the feel of some structure in my tree house. So there we go. We still have the glass rooftop, but it's got some structure. Maybe I don't like that it comes up though. So you decide. Maybe you like it and you want to keep it like that. But if I'm going to do the stone border around, I think I'm going to lose the need for a roof like that. And we're just going to do a little bit more of a modern kind of a roof with just a solid skylight. You don't know until you try it, right? You don't know what you like until you do it. Alright, then we have this glass block right there. I wonder if we could put it out there. So that's a little different than the rest of the house is set up, but I think I'm going to stick with it just to have it be like that on the other side. To have it open. I could even just do, instead of the glass block, I could do the stone. Alright, I think I'll stick with that. Okay. I'm going to excavate a little bit of this. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go around and do my border around the bottom. I did 1, 2, 3. So my platform has at least 3 on one side, up to 4, I think, over here on this one. Yeah. So 3 to 4 to make sure you have enough to do like an actual room. going to fill in with our glass. I think somewhere off of here, we're going to make something that goes up to this one. But since I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do for that yet and where exactly it's going to end up, I'm just going to fill everything in and we'll put stuff where we need to be once we get there. So once we get our second platform built, get the ceiling, then we'll build this glass wall and we'll get started on our third and final platform. All right. On each corner we have our little upside down stair just to give us a little detail, something a little different. It feels kind of jungly, like a indigenous type building style. I kind of like it. We're just going to leave that. That's covered with the leaves. All right, guys, let's do our third platform here. I'm going to start by wrapping around the bottom. Just going to take that all the way down. All right, let's build up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure that we've got 5 high so that it is the same as the others. And I'm just going to let the tree be the wall there. All right, guys, let's add our little corner detail. And then we'll fill in our walls with our glass. I really like the mossy stone bricks. The little bit of green I think is nice. So I think we might just stick with the tree for the roofing in there and just let that be. All right, guys. So there we have our jungle trees, 3 platforms, and a ladder up to that middle platform. Now we need to decide how do we want to connect these platforms together so that you can go from one to the other up in the trees. So it could be as simple as a walkway. This is going to need to be thought I needed to go down to the bottom level. Okay. This could be a little precarious, though. I'll make a doorway right there. Staircase. The question then becomes, do I need to worry about doing some sort of like a railing, a protection? And like, where does it stop? So we put the railing on the block. Then we're going to add it. Let's see if we like how this looks. I'm not convinced that I'm going to love it. But let's check it out. I just don't see, I mean, you could choose not to use the railing, but then I feel like I'm going to fall off if I'm not flying. Realistically, you would need something. So I think I'm probably going to stick with it, even though it's a little busy. In real life, you would probably need something like this. All right. I like it. I actually kind of like it. I like that I pulled them out a little bit to the side so you feel like you have like a little bit of deck, kind of. You know, you go off and look in each direction. Ooh, I actually like it more than I thought I was going to. All right, so let's add a jungle door. A jungle door. So there's two of our platforms connected, and I actually like it more than I thought I was going to. I like that little bit of jungle wood, kind of breaks up the stone. All right. So in my mind's eye, I was thinking that this might be a good way to meet these two togethers on this side. So let's just do the same kind of thing where we pick a spot. We're going to come up. Oh, and there we go. We're going to add some stairs. Now, do I like that? That's the question. If you come up, you're going to go this way, but your stair's really going to be like that. That's not really, I think we need to go at least one more over. Either that or we could do, no, because then you solve the problem. So never mind. We're going to stick with that, but then you still have the same problem. There we go. Took me a minute, but I figured it out. Okay. I'm going to go all the way to there because I really like having that little bit of space to walk. I think I'm going to go all the way down to this one as well. Alright, so we have one side done. Come on. You can do this. Ooh, okay, so here's a thought. Do we want to connect these, get rid of this guy, and make it like a wraparound porch all the way? And then the question is, do I really want to take up the room for a door here? Or do we just want to use the one door to that one? And then you have to walk on the outside? Or do we want to have a door here? I think I would like to have a door on both. I think I like that the best. So I'll finish up my railing here. All right. And add a door. So guys, look at that. We have a 3-tiered tree house in jungle trees. Ooh, I am loving it. All right. Let's decorate the inside. Since this is my main right here, I think I'm going to make this the living room. So let's choose what kind of, I think I'm going to go simple. That'll be for any chairs. Come down here and get some that. Let's stick with pot. We'll go back up, get some rugs and flowers. Let's do some color. I like that. Comes out too. Should I stick with that? Look. All right, I think I like that. Lots of places to sit in my main little sitting area. Perfect. I do think I'm going to add at least one little torch just to brighten it up a little bit. And I was thinking about something else, but I don't remember what I was thinking about. But we're going to do a torch there, and that is plenty. All right. So down on this side, thinking this might be my kitchen area. So let's choose some of my kitchen items. I'm going to go with a cake, some barrels for storage or cabinetry, a cauldron for a sink, and furnace for a stovetop. All right, that'll be good to get us started. Go ahead, do that right there. You know, this happens a lot where I do something and then just like, well, that's really kind of in the way. There we have some decent lighting. It lights up everything. So then the question is, do I want to do a table or do I want to do just like some bar seating? I think I'm going to do a table. So I want to add a flower to each little side here. I'm going to do a cake right there. Let's do a tripwire for a faucet and some candles, like a candle like it's soap at the sink is kind of how I think of this usually. So one of those, a little tripwire. Just for fun, maybe because I built the mushroom house yesterday, but I'm going to put a mushroom block for my table. I really love the little white dots on the red, and then I'll use a white stair for my chairs. I'm just going to do that right here. Maybe we'll do two. Chair here, chair there. All right, guys, super cute. I have my little kitchen and table, dining room area. Let's head up to the third part of the house. Shut that door. We're going to go up, which is obviously going to be the bedroom. So, ooh, I like this, that there's enough. Ooh, I like how that worked out. That's awesome that you can walk all the way around. So I think I'm going to put my bed over here. I'm going to go back down, get a red bed. Since I did red at the other two rooms, I'm just going to stick with red. Going to need some bookshelves. Maybe some more cabinetry. All right, here we go. It's going to be a big bed. A really big king-size bed for my massive jungle tree house. Add some lighting. All right. I would like to do a dresser. Right there. I still want to be able to walk all the way around. I think that's going to be important. I like that a lot. So one of the things I didn't get, which I usually like to have, at least in the bedroom, but even in other living spaces, is a chest for storage. I'll do a large chest there. Add a little bit of red carpet. And I think that's our bedroom. Should I do like a chair somewhere for sitting? Like right there. right here and do come on. There we go. All right. So we have a little place to sit, a dresser, a chest, and a very nice king-sized bed in our bedroom of our treehouse. All right, guys, let's go down. I'm going to add some flowers down here. Just for fun. I think I'm going to shave this little tree back a little bit out of my way. I would like to do some path. Where's my grass block? So once I find that, I can find my path block. Okay. So let's do some dirt path. Oops. Get out of here, cow. You're slowing me down. Alright, so we have some dirt path there. Gonna line it with a couple of red flowers. I don't want it to be too, I don't know. Usually I put like my leaf block and some slabs to make it look more official, but I think I don't want it to feel too like built. I want it to feel a little more organic. So I'm just going to add a few little red flowers everywhere. The thing about it is I don't do it for all my houses, but the bone meal, when you just do it on a grass block, just gives you a lot of like tall and small grasses, wildflowers, just helps it feel a little more wild and organic, and I like that. So we're going to add a little bit of our organic grasses and flowers. I wanted to make sure and get plenty of red flowers in there though, so I added a few of those on my own. But that way when we're up in our beautiful little tree house, we can look down and there's lots of flowers and natural, beautiful, organic things to look at. How did I do over here? Should I do some over here? Alright, just about done. Once I start going, I have a hard time stopping. Like, oh, well, I need some over here, and I need more over here, and what about over there? Okay, I just don't want anything to feel lonely. Alright, guys, here we go. Here is my beautiful jungle forest with my 3-platformed treehouse. This treehouse is not like any treehouse I've really ever made before. Normally, I like build a tree with a house on the inside. I even have a modern treehouse, which I will show you maybe in a couple of days. A tour of it, which is probably one of the coolest tree houses I've ever made. But I'm going to have to tell you, I really think this is awesome. So I grew a bunch of jungle trees. I did 4 saplings and then touched it with bone meal. Then down below, I just did 1 sapling, touched it with bone meal, and then I made 3 platforms. I decided to wrap my platforms in the stone to make it feel a little more, I don't know, tribal or indigenous. Then I did the glass roofs and walls so that I'd have plenty of ability to look out into the trees, connected everything with my walkways, and yeah, I love how it turned out. Let me know what you think. Go ahead. I hope this inspired you to make a new kind of treehouse if you've already made one. Think of a different way to do a treehouse. I hope that you liked it. Comment below, like and subscribe. Let me know what else you'd like me to try to build. And let's do it together. You guys keep building. Have a great day. Bye.